18 people, 100 more. NBC's Richard Roth joins us live now from Israel with the latest. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Linda. What we know is, according to authorities, among the 18 dead are apparently 2 suicide bombers who had carried explosives into the market, into the Jewish market in West Jerusalem today. The explosions went off about a minute apart. The casualties are still being moved to hospitals. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has received a phone call from Yasser Arafat, who says that he is making a 100% effort to combat terrorism. Netanyahu, according to Israeli authorities, has told him he must do more. He must do more to combat terrorism and to stop the actions of Muslim militants if formal peace talks are to resume. Netanyahu has held meetings with his foreign minister and defense minister to decide what actions to take next. The first action that's already been taken, is that the Arab settlements, the territories on the West Bank and in Gaza have been closed. Palestinians can't leave those areas to work or shop in Israel. It amounts to a security clampdown. This is what usually happens in cases like this. This case, however, is the worst bombing, the worst terrorist attack that's occurred in Israel since the Hamas suicide bombings of a little bit more than a year ago. And surprisingly for many Israelis, I guess, and certainly politically devastating for the Netanyahu government, is the fact that when he campaigned for election 14 months ago, he did it on a promise to make Israel safer. Linda?
Richard, thanks very much. NBC's Richard Roth joining us live from Tel Aviv. This morning, rescuers are still searching for the missing from the deadly floods in Fort Collins, Colorado. At least 6 people have died, and authorities fear the death toll will rise. NBC's Roger O'Neill joins us live again from Fort Collins. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning. That search should be resuming any minute now. The 90 mobile homes in these 2 mobile home parks, which were hit by a flash flood about 24 hours, a little more than 24 hours ago. There are only 5 confirmed dead. There are 12 still missing or unaccounted for, not necessarily dead and buried in the debris. But dogs have been through this mobile home, and they have picked up a couple of hot spots in some of the debris, and that's where searchers will be going this morning when this search resumes.
Roger, you've had a chance to see the area. How could such a massive flood happen so quickly?
I just took a walk down to Spring Creek, which is just on the other side of that damage. It is no wider than I am tall. It is back in its banks now. But on the back side of this mobile home park is a railroad track with an embankment that's probably 5 or 6 feet high. And clearly, the water backed up against that embankment and then came over in that rush around midnight, 1 o'clock, day before yesterday. And that's what caused the flash flood that hit these 2 mobile home parks and destroyed virtually everything that was in its path.
Roger, thanks very much. NBC's Roger O'Neill. There are no posted speed limits on the road where a pickup truck hit a dump truck Tuesday, killing 9 children and 2 women. It happened at a rural intersection near Lansing, Michigan. All the victims were in the pickup truck, some in the cab, others in the back. Several were thrown from the truck. Near Kansas City, what could have been a terrible accident was avoided by a quick-thinking police officer. He saved a woman and her 2 grandchildren when their car got stuck on some railroad tracks. And as you can see, it was just in the nick of time. The man who got the 2002 Olympics to go to Salt Lake City has resigned from his post amid accusations that he abused his wife, accusations he denies. More now from NBC's Dan Lothian.
More than a week ago, Salt Lake City Olympic head Tom Welch was charged with abusing his wife, a public humiliation that he claims has no merit.
That these charges are unfounded.
Salt Lake City. Welch led a long and successful bid to bring the 2002 Winter Olympics to Salt Lake City, but
one of the casualties of that long haul was our marriage, which broke along the way, and we were not able to fix it.
His personal battles finally forced him to quit.
I've concluded that the costs incurred by the organizing committee, by my children, by me, are too great.
We were talking about the Tom Welch situation. He resigned.
Already stunned by news of the charges, Salt Lake City is now talking about the sudden resignation.
I think that he needs to go through some therapy.
I think Tom Welch did the right thing.
I'm very sad. I feel very sorry for Tom and his family.
Welch will remain as a consultant to the committee, but some board members say his leadership and vision will be missed.
It's going to be tough to find a replacement for him, but clearly no one's irreplaceable, and you need to move on.
Thank you.
Welch faces up to 6 months in jail and a $5,000 fine if convicted of abusing his wife. Dan Lothian, NBC News.
It is now 8:06, time for the weather, and Al.
Today's weather is brought to you by Transitions Lenses, helping you look better and feel better all day long.
And good morning, all. We have a lovely crowd. What a cutie. Oh, you have not seen anything like me, have you? What is her name?
Samantha.
Samantha. She is beautiful. And she's getting her first tooth.
Yes.
All right. She's passing you by this microphone. Yeah, hi, sweetheart. Hello. Look at those eyes. She is gorgeous. Wow, how old is she?
Almost 8 months.
Oh, she's beautiful. Well, thanks for can I have this now? I need this. Okay, you hold on to it. Okay, I'm just come over here. Can I come over? Okay. So there you go. Okay. Well, you and you're gonna take their box too. And you guys got hitched in Florida.
Yes, sir.
What's your names?
We're the Tuckers. I'm Tyler Tucker, and this is my wife, Margaret.
Hi.
Tyler and Margaret Tucker.
That's
we
us.
like that. And you are on your honeymoon in New York.
We're on honeymoon in New York. And
you're all tuckered out.
Very much.
Okay.
Very
then you're going home to Hawaii.
Yes, sir.
That must be tough when you live in Hawaii to go on vacation. That's great. Well, thanks for coming down and sharing.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you so much, Samantha. You are just so gorgeous. Let's check that weather, show you what's going on. And again, out west, really rough stuff for our friends in Colorado, especially northeast Colorado. More rain, anywhere from 2 to 6 inches over the next 24 hours. And as you take a look out west, again, those showers continue through the Rockies. We got plenty of sunshine, as you see up and down the west coast. Olympia 78, Salem 81, San Diego sunshine and 75 degrees. Don't even come back to me. Come back to, gee, a cutie. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Oh, that's right, Al. She is a cutie, isn't it? 67 degrees and clear skies right now. Checking neighborhood WeatherNet. Basically, we're a little cooler in some of the suburbs, but Yorktown also at 67 degrees with some clear blue skies. Mostly sunny skies today, highs running up to 82 degrees. Tonight, clear, comfortable, 9 p.m. temperatures in the 70s, and the 5-day forecast is a real winner. Comfortable on Thursday and Friday with lots of sunny skies in the 80s, partly cloudy on Saturday, and a chance of some showers by Sunday. Now back to Al and his baby.
I watch. And good morning, 29. You're telling me how much you watch every morning.
Yes.
Yeah, who's 29?
I'm going to be 29 years old, my tender age on Monday.
You're here a little early.
I know it.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Dana. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Ann?
Ebony.
Ann?
Tiffany.
Ann?
Roberta.
All right. Where are you guys from? Columbus as well?
I'm from Miami. I'm from here.
New York. New York. You're from here. Actually, you live right here. In that little house over there. Okay, let's head back inside to Ann.
This morning we continue our series, The Parenting Puzzle, with a look at the most annoying behavior known as whining.
I can't wait that long.
That nagging, nasal, complaining voice grates on the nerves like no other sound in the world. It drives parents crazy, teachers and coaches don't like it, and even other kids won't play with a whiner. Yet all children will sometimes try whining to get what they want. Fortunately, help is available. Tamara Everline is the author of Child Magazine's Guide to Whining, Tactics for Taming Demanding Behavior. Good morning, Tamara. Good to see you.
Ann,
My children whine. It drives me absolutely nuts. But you say they're not unusual in this regard.
Not at all. 87% of parents we surveyed ranked whining among the most annoying and troublesome of behaviors.
And there are numbers of things that you say you can do about it. First of all, take a look to see why your children whine. Specifically, whether they're hungry, tired, or sick. Some parents miss this.
There are a lot of different reasons why kids whine, and you have to figure out the reason that's triggering a certain episode before you can deal with it effectively. And whining from hunger or some other physical needs seems so obvious, but parents do miss it. I think it's because when you hear that sulky sounding voice, your first response is, oh no, here we go again. You're not always hearing the message behind the whining. But if a child's whining from hunger or fatigue or illness or discomfort, you really do have to meet that need. If, for example, she's whining from hunger, she may stop whining for the candy bar if you give her a banana. If she's tired, you could pick her up or put her down for a nap.
That seems obvious, but also you say, look at the age of the child. Is there an age where children start whining?
Yes, usually it kicks in around the first birthday. Younger than that, you really don't think of an infant's fussing as whining. It's not intentional. A baby's not sophisticated enough psychologically to manipulate you by whining.
So just know that it's going to end at some point when the child gets a bit older.
It will end. Usually by age 8 or so, whining is decreased as the child's verbal skills have increased significantly.
You also say, look at the temperament of the child. Are you suggesting that some kids are born whiners?
Some kids are natural born whiners. I hate to say it, but it is a temperamental trait, a behavioral style some kids are born with. For example, a child who's slow to warm up whines in situations in which she's unfamiliar. So if she's starting at a new daycare center, you can help her feel more comfortable by touring the facilities with her a few days ahead of time. A persistent child whines when he's forced to move abruptly from one activity to the next. Here you can give him fair warning, 5 more minutes on the playground, so he has a chance to wrap up his game before he has to go.
What's next on your list makes a lot of sense. The child may be bored or frustrated, but also on your list, the child needs attention. You make a very interesting comment in your book. You say that one way you can deal with whining is just hang out with your child for 20 minutes a day.
That's true. You see a big difference. I see a big difference with my own 3 kids when I make time to spend even just 15 minutes a day one-on-one with them. That individual attention seems to give them what they need. And you don't have to go to the circus. Just hang out, do something fun, but let the child select the activity. That way he knows that you're really tuned into him.
Let him be the boss of play. Play with him. You know, I just stopped making dinners for a week one time and just decided to get down on the floor and play with him, and that really dealt with the whining.
It makes a big difference when they know you're really focusing on them.
Spoiled is also on your list. Is there such a thing?
There sure is, and spoiled kids do whine more than other kids. But spoiling doesn't mean the parents are giving the kid too much stuff. It means they're giving in to the child against their better judgment. And the more a kid gets gets her own way by whining, the more she's going to whine. You can prevent whining by not bribing your child to get her to behave. Instead, set reasonable limits and enforce them consistently. If the child whines about the limits, then you can ignore her. If she breaks the rules, you can give her a timeout, or you can let her suffer the natural consequences. For instance, you call her once for dinner. If she doesn't come, you let her food get cold, and you don't heat it up again later, no matter how much she says that cold macaroni is gross.
Final point, briefly. Is there something a parent can say to him or herself when a child is whining to make the parent feel better and deal with it better?
Well, the main thing is just to keep your temper. If that voice just makes you want to scream, but screaming doesn't help. It demeans the child, and it proves that you don't really have any control over the child, so he tunes you out. If you learn to recognize your own warning signs of anger, like clenched fists or a pounding heart, and when that happens, know that you're about to boil over. Step back. Go escape into the bathroom for a few minutes if you have to, or at least close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Get control of yourself again.
I just say to myself, it's okay, Ann. You're a great parent. Calm down. And it works. Tamara Eberline, thank you so much for joining us and telling us all these good tips. Well, tomorrow, the parenting puzzle continues. We'll take a look at picky eaters and what to do about them. Well, coming up on today, how to protect yourself when you're in the hospital. And Kevin Bacon, who stars with Jennifer Aniston in the new romantic comedy, Picture Perfect. But first, these messages.
The sun is rising, see it shine. A new day rising, see it shine.
It's a new day with new improved Transitions lenses. Outdoors, they get darker faster. Indoors, clearer. And Transitions lenses are thinner and more comfortable than regular glass or plastic lenses, so you feel and look better.
Available at Pearl Vision. Call 1-800-YES-EYES for the Pearl Vision near you.
To her, it could only be a fantasy.
I can't believe.
I can't believe it's not butter spray.
I can't believe it's not butter spray. Fresh butter taste without any fat or calories.
Who says fantasies don't come true?
Cleaning up after the kids can be a big job without the Eureka Super Broom. Corded, lightweight, and plenty of suction cleans up fast. And Cordless Boss Light with its powered brush roll makes light work of big jobs. Corded Super Broom, Cordless Boss Light. Such a great price, anyone can afford more than one from Eureka.
1 minute Maalox.
The other night I woke up at about 1 a.m. with heartburn. Bad, so I tried this new Mylanta AR. I should have taken Maalox.
1 minute Maalox. You'll feel it cooling, coating right away. And clinical studies prove Maalox starts to work on stomach acid in about 1 minute, while Mylanta AR could take over 45 minutes.
In the middle of the night, I can't wait that long. I need something I know starts to work fast. I'll stick with 1 minute Maalox.
For heartburn or acid indigestion, count on 1 minute Maalox.
This is the sound of small businesses doing more business with Fridays free from Sprint. Call now, and your business can get long distance on Fridays free until the year 2000. Call 1-800-598-5000, only from Sprint Business.
The
The world's a germy place. That's why you need Dial. Dial gets rid of the dirt you see and kills the germs you can't see. Over the years, Dial has killed more germs than any other soap. So at the end of the day, aren't you glad you use Dial?
Think about it. The minty mouthwash that tastes a little too medicine-y can leave your breath smelling a little too medicine-y.
Getting together later?
Yeah, antiseptic man.
Who wants a minty mouthwash that smells so medicine-y? Get kissably close with Scope. The tingle tells you it kills bad breath germs. As many as the leading medicine-y mouthwash. The minty taste tells you how minty fresh your breath can be. Get kissably close with Scope.
At the Post Cereal Company, we're pretty much like everyone else. We're not health fanatics, but we do believe the healthier we eat, the better we'll feel. So more and more of us started having breakfast with some old friends, our Post Grape Nuts and our Nabisco shredded wheat. And while we're feeling pretty good, we've discovered something else. We're really enjoying the healthy crunch of grape nuts and the pure, simple taste of shredded wheat. Go figure.
This morning on Today's Health, hospitals, they can be hazardous to your health. An estimated 180,000 Americans die each year as a result of hospital-related mistakes. And hundreds of thousands more are injured and survive hospital stays in spite of surgical errors, drug overdoses, and hospital infections. Dr. Sheldon Blau himself barely survived such an incident, and he's written a book about it, How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive, a guide to patient power. Dr. Blau, good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
You're going to scare patients to death with this book. Some of the stories are horrendous.
What we're going to, first of all, it's not me, it's we, it's myself and Elaine Fantel-Schimberg, who really is the writing talent in this. We may scare people, that certainly is not our intention. Our intention is to inform people, and to inform people on the basis of my professional experience as a physician for 35 years, and also, more important, and the thing that precipitated the writing of this book, my personal experience as a patient in a hospital.
You had an angioplasty procedure that went wrong.
Exactly. I had an angioplasty that turned bad as a result of the angioplasty, which is designed to prevent my having a heart attack. I actually had a heart attack. My coronary artery was ruptured. It necessitated immediate open heart surgery, and then I developed a whole variety of complications.
So this is a consumer beware book, but what do you say to the doctors?
Excuse me, it's not a consumer beware book. It's a consumer be aware and be prepared book. It tells the consumer what to do in the hospital, it's a how to, and it's exactly as the title says, how to get out of the hospital alive. Follow our steps.
What do you say to the doctors and the nurses and the hospital workers who are going to be angry when they see this book and say, what about the thousands of procedures that are performed every day and go off without a hitch?
You tell them I want to live. That's easy. That's the easiest part of it. The easiest part of it, and you bring up a very important point. The point is, will you ruffle feathers? Is that what you're asking me? Will you ruffle feathers? Will you ruffle the feathers of physicians when you say to them, have you cleansed the head of your stethoscope with alcohol? Well, you may, but it certainly is worth it.
Let's take up that point right there. You talk about infections running rampant in hospitals, staph infections.
Absolutely.
You say if you test the head of a stethoscope for the average doctor, it's infected.
Okay, let me tell you about that because that's really important. Some 35 million people a year are hospitalized. It's estimated that the number of nosocomial, now that's a word that may be new to some of your viewers. Nosocomial means hospital-acquired infection. The percentage of nosocomial infections is roughly 10%, which means millions of people, probably in the vicinity of 3 million people a year, acquire an infection that they never had when they were in the hospital. This results, unfortunately, in 80,000 deaths. Now, let me just elaborate on that for a moment, if I may. There are 40 to 50,000 deaths a year from AIDS. There are 40,000 deaths a year from strokes. The Vietnam crisis cost us 57,000
So you're saying it's an enormous problem.
Yes, absolutely.
And in the book you say it is how to. You talk about, you tell people how they can try to avoid that.
Absolutely.
One of the most important things, we don't have a lot of time, you say get an advocate.
Right.
If you don't have a family member who can stand by your side during a hospital stay, hire somebody to do it.
Exactly. Hire somebody to do it, get a friend, get a relative. The advocate is probably the most important person in that hospital who's going to save your life.
Never get surgery, elective surgery in July.
Absolutely, in a teaching hospital. And the reason for that is really very simple. Your doctor, July 1st, was your medical student in June. In other words, the rotation switches and there's graduation in May or June. New house staff begin in July. And let me tell you that being a new house staff member is not what you want to be taken care of.
How to get out of the hospital alive. Dr. Sheldon Blau. Interesting information.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 8:21. We're back after this.
You didn't feel like it. Your brain didn't feel like it. Your feet most certainly didn't feel like it. Please, let us lie down, they said. GNC's all-natural Optibolic Energel helped you feel like it. Helped you find the lift you needed. To do what your body and couch and bed were begging you not to do. Optibolic Energel capsules for men and women, exclusively at General Nutrition Centers. GNC. Live well.
I never felt like I fit until you curved around my curve.
Introducing Body Language, satiny lingerie with slip-free straps.
Just keep holding me each day.
It's the prettier side of comfort from Playtex.
Out here, it's Monday. In here, it's Friday.
Now introducing Friday's Jack Daniel's Grill. Delicious entrees basted in a sweet Smoky Mountain Jack Daniel's sauce. The new Jack Daniel's Grill at Fridays. Good name.
My family stopped brushing their teeth.
They did. My mom says not to brush. She does?
Today, smart families don't just brush their teeth, they reach. With the remarkable Reach Plaque Sweeper. Its revolutionary bristle tip reaches where plaque and cavities start. No other toothbrush is designed quite like the Reach Plaque Sweeper. It lets you get even back teeth thoroughly clean.
You don't brush. Nope.
To clean hard-to-reach places, don't just brush, reach.
What, you're not eating oatmeal?
This is oatmeal.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's toasted oatmeal, all right?
You're putting the oatmeal in the toaster?
I don't toast the oatmeal. Quaker toasts the oatmeal. Quaker toasted oatmeal.
Delicious oatmeal flakes with crunchy oatmeal clusters. It's your other oatmeal.
He's walking. I got the camera. I got it.
Remember wallet-sized photos?
I got it.
How about a wallet-sized camera? Fujifilm presents the smallest one-time use camera.
Each morning with the dawn, a new day's hopes are born. Wake up, Dad, lots to do. Your daughter's counting on you.
Folgers, mountain-grown beans from some of the world's richest coffee regions, brew a winning taste and aroma.
It's that morning waking up call that wakes up the winner in a song. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
The all-new Century offers the luxury of dual-zone climate control, which does exactly what the name says. So whoever's on the right can have it a few degrees cooler than whoever's on the left, or vice versa. There are many degrees of luxury in the new Century. Dual-zone climate control is just one. You'll also like its cool price.
Discover a little luxury in this Century.
Kevin Bacon will join us in the next half hour. He's starring in the new movie Picture Perfect.
But first, these messages and your local news.
I love to get online and it says, you have mail.
You can get the weather, you can talk gardening. America Online makes doing all the things you do easier.
Check my stocks, sports scores.
You can buy flowers, you can buy a lot of stuff.
America Online. Simple to install, friendly menus, easy to use. And we've been working night and day to increase capacity 75%, all to make your online experience easier.
I sent my daughter an email. She couldn't believe it.
America Online. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
Easy money. Reserved for pretty faces. Easy money. This girl is going places.
On Broadway, nothing beats The Life, the winner of more Best Musical awards than any show this year. The Drama Desk Award, Best Musical. The Outer Critics Award, Best Musical. The Drama League Award, Best Musical. With a Tony Award-winning cast. Your best bet, it's so easy. Call Telecharge 239-6200 and pick the winner, The Life.
You're watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. This is News Channel 4, today in New York.
Good morning, everybody. Joe Whitty here, 8:26. We're looking live at the Lincoln Tunnel with our Skycam. Traffic just a little slow, probably typical for a morning rush hour as folks get ready to head into New York City. Get ready for more delays at the Queens Midtown Tunnel. Taking a live shot there, we see this is going to undergo a 4-year, $97 million reconstruction project. The work will begin after Labor Day. Police have charged a man with murder of a former New York City police officer. William Hagerman was stabbed to death last night outside his East Village apartment. Police say the two men had been arguing. And a stubborn forest fire apparently has spared a South Jersey housing development. Some 100 residents will be allowed to return to their homes in Molia Township. The fire burned more than 2,000 acres of land. And we're live right now at 8:26, everybody. We'll be back with a complete forecast and a traffic report. Here's the Grand Central Parkway as folks head into town at 8:27.
Tonight at 11, it's a problem only women suffer.
You can't function a normal day with that much pain.
But if surgery is the solution, why are some women being denied?
As a physician, my hands are tied.
Women, watch this special report tonight at 11.
This fall, Tony Danza on computer phobia.
Tony, you have got to get over this fear you have of computers. Just
No, I'm forget about it.
come on. You know you want to touch it, so just touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
Just touch it.
No, I
touch it.
don't want to touch it. I'll touch it. Don't sit there so smug because you fool some of the people some of the time because you look all friendly like a TV. The Tony Danza Show, Wednesdays this fall on NBC. But you're not a TV. You're an evil TV.
All right, time to check in with Trish Giodice at Shadow Traffic, see how the traffic's doing. Trish, good morning.
Thank you, Joe. We go to the east side, southbound FDR Drive, really packed in into the 90s, and that's all because of an accident being cleared. And boy, sun glare delays really causing massive traffic jams in New Jersey. Eastbound side of Route 80, we are packed in at least 8 miles getting in towards 287. Combination of traffic and sun glare delays, so grab the shades and head for Route 46 instead. Finally, in Queens, southbound side of the Clearview backed up to the Grand Central Parkway with an accident. Trains on time. Joe, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Trish. Let's check the weather situation, everybody. As you've seen from the Skycam shots, clear, beautiful blue skies, just a little urban haze on our extended telephoto shot here at 68 degrees. At 8:28, Yorktown checking in at 67 degrees. Poughkeepsie early this morning down to 48 degrees. Here's the forecast then. Mostly sunny skies, comfortable high of 76 to 82. This evening, clear skies, comfortable temperatures in the 70s around 9 p.m. And here's the 5-day forecast. Looking good on Thursday and Friday, temperatures in the mid-80s. Saturday, partly sunny skies, high of 88 degrees, and chance of some showers later on Sunday. Tomorrow, Thursday on Today in New York, a heart attack usually means an ambulance trip for both men and women. But a new study says women weren't following simple procedure that could help prevent further heart attacks. That's all for now. More news in a half hour. Have a great day, everybody.
When you're the mother of the new kid in town,
All we got to do is just give it our best shot.
it helps to have a gift
Merry Christmas, Josh. Hey, boy, come and get
that really scores.
No way. Did you know that Buddy could play basketball?
Y'all ready for this? On August 1st, the dog is in the house.
You've been keeping this under your hat.
Disney's Air Bud, rated PG, starts Friday, August 1st.
Since the founding of City College, any New Yorker with the ability could plan to go to college. What are your college plans?
Here we are at Nashville's Hat Show Print. Since 1879, we've been making posters for country musicians all over the world. Before I come in here, I got the coffee on, and I'm watching for today's show because what a difference today makes.
We're back at 8:30 now on this Wednesday morning, July 30th, 1997. Al's going to go out and say hi to these people hopefully one more time. Is that true?
Well, we have a juggling segment coming up. So
you are going to juggle?
I am going to attempt to juggle.
Is this your first time?
It is, and I'm not doing too well right now. But
I saw you up there practicing.
We've got some expert jugglers who will really show their stuff.
It's amazing. Cool. He's doing a knife, an axe, and a hatchet.
No fire?
There's a little fire there also.
And,
the knife is on fire.
And a thermonuclear device.
There you go, right there. Anyway, back inside Studio 1A, I'm Matt Lauer, along with the juggling Al Roker and Ann Curry, who's in for Katie today. Coming up in this half hour, Kevin Bacon's back in a new romantic comedy co-starring Jennifer Aniston. It's called Picture Perfect, and Kevin's here to tell us more about it this morning. He is an extremely versatile actor.
He certainly is, and very cute as well. Also, summer is the season that's hardest on your hair, and we're going to have some products here, some new products that can make this summer different, including a sunscreen for your hair.
All right, and we're going to find out about the World's Fair of Money with the treasurer of the United States.
Do they have rides?
Yeah, you reach by and grab $100,000 bills as you go by.
I like this.
Go on the coin chain collector.
There you go. All that plus Al has the weather coming up. But first, these messages.
Life isn't just measured in days or years. It's measured in doorways and walkways. Or a favorite sweater, long outgrown. At State Farm, we give our policyholders a yardstick of their own. It's called the Family Insurance Checkup. It helps them measure their own needs and pick the coverage that's right for them. So call your agent for a checkup. Because insurance, like other things in life, is something you never want to outgrow.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The only thing better than spending the night in a bed like this is spending the next day in it.
It is a place you call your own, a place all yours, a place called home.
The JCPenney Home Collection is a brand of perfectly coordinated bedding, bath, and window coverings that help you make the place you live the place you love.
JCPenney, I love your style.
Save now at the JCPenney window covering sale.
I know I shouldn't, but I love them.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, too irresistible for adults.
My friends think I'm doing this commercial to help others. Get real. I'm in it for the free samples.
Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
We take different steps.
We have our own rules.
Hey, we break our own rules.
Different things are important to us. Our smiles are different.
We have different tastes.
We sing our own songs.
We keep different
We have
secrets.
different routines.
Some of us like things sweet.
Each of us has a different talent. Our ideas of fun are different. We all have different memories. Maybe different, but we're all equal.
We're all equal.
Maybe different, but we're all equal.
We may be different, but we're all equal.
Anne Klein's latest prescription sunglasses, fashioned in about an hour at LensCrafters. The Anne Klein Prescription Sun Event at LensCrafters.
All day long, I'm in the sun.
I swim 50 laps a day.
But the things I like
Don't always make my skin happy.
Now there's a new body wash from Dove. Ultra Moisturizing Body Wash. We've doubled the moisturizer to give you smoother skin than ever before.
My skin feels softer.
It's a delicious feeling. It wakes up my sensual side.
Ultra Moisturizing Body Wash with double the moisturizer. New from Dove.
3, 2, 1, blast off.
When spills are at their worst, Bounty's at its best. It's the quilted quicker picker-upper. Bounty is quicker. It gets what this other towel left behind. Ordinary towels tear on carpets, even top-quality towels, but Bounty's stronger, more durable.
The quilted quicker picker-upper.
Quilted Bounty.
Dateline Friday. Friends out fishing when an explosion leaves their boat in flames. The fire died down, but they were left with bigger problems. A story of survival.
Dateline Friday.
On NBC.
8:34, before we go outside to Al and the weather, let's just say this. Please don't try this at home. Al?
Well, Matt, here we go. We are looking at the passing zone. Two jugglers who've been together for 10 years, Mr. John Wee and Owen Morse. And we welcome you guys to the program.
Thank you very
you
much.
guys are going to be kind of the hosts for this neat 50th anniversary of the International Jugglers Association.
Yes, we're hosting the championships that are happening next Tuesday night.
This is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Yes, in Pittsburgh at Robert Morris College.
Why is juggling so popular?
Is it popular?
I hope I'm thinking it
I
is.
think you've been misled.
Oh,
It's not. No. There'll be 1,000 jugglers in attendance from all over the world.
It is. It's amazing. It's a fascinating thing to watch, and it's fun to watch people try things over and over again until they finally succeed.
Now, is there a separate category for accountants?
That's a different competition.
Yeah, that's different.
That's the other side of
different
town,
convention.
actually.
Yeah. You brought some other juggling stuff.
Yeah,
That's
can
true.
you help us with something?
Well, I'll try.
We just need you to stand in the center there.
That'd be great.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
This is going to be great.
All right. We've got some of these.
Yeah.
How many times have you guys done this?
Oh, we've tried it before. We've seen pictures of it at least.
We just got these, actually.
Just
Brand
hold very
spanking
steady
new.
right there, okay? This is going to be great.
Here we go.
Just
Ready?
don't move. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm fine. It slipped. It slipped. I'm sorry.
John,
it's early. So
John,
What?
You dropped a sickle.
But it just slipped out, though.
I saw that. You know what happens whenever you drop a sickle.
I hate this part. I know.
I'm
this
sorry.
is very embarrassing.
It's a frightening
Just get it
deal.
over
I'm
with.
sorry you had to see that.
I know.
You've got to learn to hang on to those sickles a little bit better than you. It's a frightening
This is a very old shirt I've had for a long time. I'm fine. I'm getting a lot better, okay? All right, just hold steady. You're going to be fine.
John Wee and Owen Morse, the passing zone.
Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
Actually, I wasn't talking to you on that.
Me, yeah. I'm shaking. I can hardly hold it.
Just a small deal.
Yeah, we were fine. Hey, could you help us with some, help us with some juggling here?
Okay.
4 plates is all we need you to do, okay? Just hold very steady right where you are.
Hold this off to your side right there.
And this one off to this side?
Oh, this is going to be
very good.
A
very
beautiful
good.
Kodak moment.
Oh, nice. See? He's a juggler. Hands back a little bit if you want. Hands back.
Okay.
Okay, look out. Ready.
Oh my!
There we go.
Oh,
there he is.
Owen Morse, John Wee, the passing zone. Hey!
Very nice. There he is.
That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
What a brave man Al is. 68 degrees in clear skies, a little urban haze, but very little. Visibility is quite good. Neighborhood weather at Clarkstown High School, 67 degrees with a light wind out of the north. Here's the forecast. Partly to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures 76 to 82. Light winds out of the north and southerly by the afternoon. Clear skies this evening. 5-day forecast looking awfully nice. Sunny skies Thursday and Friday. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Saturday, partly to mostly sunny. Some showers perhaps by Sunday.
Of course, I've been practicing my juggling, too. Well,
very good. Very
okay,
good.
here we go on the teeter board.
Let's give this a try here.
Owen Morse,
Here we go.
John Wee up on top.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. There it is. Look out.
Oh, man. I've heard of getting a raise, but this is ridiculous.
All right.
Very good.
Ready. Coming down.
All righty. And hey.
Thank you.
The passing zone. John Wee, Owen Morse.
Thank
you, guys.
Thank you, Al.
The International 50th Anniversary of Juggling in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now let's head inside to Ann.
Wow, thanks, Al. Sun and chlorine can wreak havoc on your hair, but the latest beauty products can help keep your hair healthy all summer long. You can read all about them in the latest edition of Glamour magazine, where Charlotte Krupp is senior beauty editor. Charlotte, good morning.
Hi, Ann. Great to see you.
We think about protecting our skin. Most of us, I would think, don't think about protecting our hair. What?
We really don't. And the big news for everybody out there today is, yes, you need sunblock for your hair, too. Just like your skin needs protection from the UV damaging rays, your hair does, too. And this is a whole new category of products.
Protecting
sunblock
against
for your
frizziness.
Hair. Protecting it against dryness, brittleness, and loss of elasticity. It's really important.
Okay, you've got 4 different kinds of ways to protect your hair. What are they?
Right. We've got gels, we've got mousses, we've got leave-in conditioners, and we've got sprays. And because there's no SPF number for the sunblocks for your hair yet, I'm sure there will be. You choose a block based on the kind of hair that you have. For example, if you've got really thick, long hair, you might want to use a gel because it's got a really thick consistency.
$13.50 though for this one.
Well, it's a great one.
Yeah.
It's Phytoplage, and it's a moisturizing gel.
Yeah, okay.
It's a winner. And for thin, limp, fine hair, you might want to use a mousse because it's really light. Vidal says only $2.99, and you probably have it in your beauty cabinet
Like
already.
you would use any other mousse. You put it in your hair, you blow dry your hair.
Yes, but it's important to look on the can and see that it really does offer sun protection. This one does. Now, if you've got long hair and if you've got colored hair like I do, I really like this Paul Mitchell's The Cream because it not only conditions your hair, but it also protects your hair from fading. And this is really great, a little spray. This is top security. It's a matrix product, Biolage. And it's great to bring with you on the beach because when you go into the water, you've got to reapply this again on your hair. And here's a little tip from Glamour. Keep this in your beach cooler, and you've got a really refreshing spritz on your head.
That sounds really good. Now, this sounds like a topical way to fix your hair or to protect it, but there are also more deeper ways, for example, using conditioners.
Right. Now, and the worst thing about summer hair is it can really turn to straw. So in the summer, you've got to do a deep conditioner once a week. We really like L'Oreal's Hydra Vive. I like this because it's really convenient. You could just throw it in your travel bag, and in 5 minutes under the sun, it's especially good. I just did this on my vacation. You go in the sun, you put like an opaque shower cap on, and the sun really heats.
On the beach, in the sun?
No, by the pool.
Okay, outside.
But you don't have to do that. But
right.
the sun,
But you need to have the shower cap to be able to do it?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
But the sun really makes the ingredients just penetrate more easily. Or if you don't have 5 minutes, that's okay. We can do it for you in 3. This Pantene Pro V gives you a 20-minute conditioner in just 3 minutes.
So this actually would be the easiest way because you just fold this kind of thing into your normal shower
Yeah,
routine.
you can absolutely, in a shower. And if you've got color-treated hair, you've invested a lot of money. You don't want your hair to get brassy or turn an ugly shade of green. So you really want a conditioner that is a color enhancer. And this one is Redken's Color Extend. And do you know how many American women color their hair?
No, what would you say?
Half.
Really?
Yeah, good beauty statistic.
Hey, listen, we talked about how expensive this one is, but some of these other ones are in the $5, $3, $2 range.
Oh,
They're actually pretty affordable. Also, there's some of those smells for summer. These are new shampoos?
These are shampoos that really give your hair the smell of summer, and they're very inexpensive, and it's really a wonderful treat. This one's aloe vera. This is rose hips. It's Clairol Herbal Essence.
It smells really good. These don't protect your hair from the sun.
No,
they just smell good.
And in the summer, your hair absorbs fragrance better, so why not take advantage of it?
You actually smell like the shampoo you're wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really great, and we have some tips.
You also have some very important tips. In fact, one I'd never even thought about in terms of getting your hair wet before you even jump in the pool.
Right. One, it's really great to wet your hair under tap water before you go in the pool because our hair is very fickle and it will absorb the first liquid that it comes in contact with. So make it tap water, not chlorine water and not salt water.
Also, real quickly, use a hat, a few other tips as well.
Right. Use a hat, especially if you've got colored hair. It's just totally critical so your hair doesn't change.
Charlotte Krupp, always a pleasure. Thanks,
Ann. And all these products are in the August issue of Glamour, so pick up a copy.
We'll pick up a copy. Coming up, Matt's back in a moment with Kevin Bacon. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Family outing? Where to?
Taxidermy exhibit.
Bad call. Consider Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. World-class coasters. Steel Force, the ultimate mega coaster. Truly awesome. 11 intense water slides. Mammoth wave pool. Drenching water rides. Beaucoup kid stuff. Dozens of rides. Berenstain Bear Country. It spills. It thrills. It's wet. It's dry. Enjoy those stuffed creatures.
Which way to Dorney Park?
Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. Catch our amazing laser light show. Nightly through August 23rd.
If your impression of an older person is somebody who's just kind of doddering around killing time and waiting for time to pass, I think you're really off base. Older people typically don't have enough time to do what they want to get done. My job involves informing people about the options that they have under the Aetna U.S. Healthcare Gold and Medicare plan. A good healthcare plan has a tremendous impact on how well you feel because a good healthcare plan will take care of routine medicine. It'll take care of you before you become sick. I think I've heard just about every concern that people have about Medicare, and I can assure you our plan answers those concerns. We offer benefits to people that's going to make their life as worry-free as possible without having to worry about paperwork, without having to worry about deductibles. I do my job because I think what I do absolutely makes a difference in people's lives.
The Aetna U.S. Healthcare Gold and Medicare Plan. Another reason why you'll feel better with us.
I'm Mary Denham for Broadway Buzz. After its sweep of the year's Tony Awards, the Titanic juggernaut continues to roll. For 2 weeks running now, Titanic has broken and then re-broken box office records. And the show's new cast album is already the fastest-selling Broadway recording in RCA's history. Meanwhile, here at Forum, in living color star David Alan Grier now leads the revels. Joel Siegel calls Forum
the funniest musical comedy ever. Thanks, Joel. Back to you, Mary.
Buzz, buzz.
If you like to play that popular game, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.